In the world of professional climbing, there's one name that echoes with a mixture of awe, reverence, and perhaps a little bit of disbelief: Alex Honnold. But who is the man behind the myth? Born in Sacramento, California, in 1985, Alex started climbing in a gym at the age of 5. He was shy, introverted, and by his own admission, not a particularly gifted athlete. But he was persistent. Climbing became his obsession, a vertical puzzle he was determined to solve. After dropping out of the University of California, Berkeley, where he was studying engineering, Alex dedicated his life to climbing. He lived out of his van for over a decade, traveling from one climbing destination to another, honing his skills, and pushing the limits of what was thought possible. This wasn't just a hobby, it was a lifestyle, a philosophy. Living in a van wasn't about deprivation, it was about freedom. It allowed him to be wherever the best climbing conditions were, to focus solely on his craft without the distractions of a conventional life. This nomadic existence forged an unparalleled connection between him and the rock. He spent countless hours on rock faces, memorizing holds, perfecting movements, and building an extraordinary level of physical and mental endurance. His reputation grew with each audacious ascent. He became known for free soloing, climbing alone without any ropes or safety gear. For most climbers, free soloing is unthinkable. The slightest mistake, a loose rock, a sudden gust of wind, means certain death. But for Alex, it was the ultimate expression of his climbing ability, a state of absolute focus and control. He had already completed significant free solos, like Moonlight Buttress in Zion National Park and the Half Dome in Yosemite. But one objective loomed larger than all others: El Capitan. El Capitan is the undisputed king of the climbing world. Its sheer, imposing face has challenged generations of the world's best climbers. Climbing it with ropes and gear is a monumental achievement that can take multiple days. To even consider climbing it without a rope was, to many, a suicidal fantasy. The physical demands are immense, requiring incredible strength and stamina. But the mental challenge is even greater. It demands a level of focus so intense that there is no room for fear, doubt, or any thought other than the next move. So, how do you prepare for the impossible? For Alex, it was a multi-year project of meticulous planning and rehearsal. He spent over a year and a half specifically training for the El Capitan free solo. This wasn't a reckless gamble, it was a calculated, almost scientific endeavor. He climbed the route, known as Free Rider, dozens of times with ropes. He rehearsed every single section, every sequence of moves, until they were ingrained in his muscle memory. He used a rope to practice tricky sections over and over again, figuring out the most secure and efficient way to move through them. He kept detailed journals, noting every handhold and foothold. He analyzed problem areas, like the boulder problem about 2/3 of the way up, which required a complex and powerful karate kick-like move to span a blank section of rock. Another challenging part was the enduro corner, a physically draining section near the top. His preparation was so thorough that he knew exactly how his body would feel at every stage of the climb. Beyond the physical rehearsal, the mental preparation was key. Alex has a unique brain structure, as shown in MRI scans. His amygdala, the part of the brain that processes fear, shows less activity than the average person's. This doesn't mean he is fearless, but rather that he has an extraordinary ability to rationalize and control his fear. He mentally visualizes the entire climb, breaking it down into thousands of individual moves. By transforming the terrifying unknown into a series of familiar, manageable steps, he could keep his mind calm and focused. He knew the risks, but he believed his preparation had reduced them to an acceptable level. On June 3, 2017, the day finally came. The conditions were perfect. At 5:32 a.m., under the faint light of dawn, Alex Honnold began his ascent. He wore his favorite red t-shirt and climbing pants. He had a small bag of chalk for his hands. He had no rope, no helmet, no safety net. It was just him and the rock. For the next 3 hours and 56 minutes, the world held its breath. A small team of filmmakers, including his friend and fellow climber Jimmy Chin, documented the climb for the film Free Solo. They faced their own ethical dilemma. What if their presence distracted him? What if they filmed their friend's final moments? They used remote control cameras and long lenses to stay as unobtrusive as possible, capturing one of the greatest athletic feats in human history. Alex moved up the wall with a calm, fluid grace that belied the incredible danger. He appeared completely at ease, as if he was simply out for a casual morning hike. He navigated the difficult sections he had rehearsed so many times, the delicate slab climbing at the start, the powerful boulder problem, the grueling enduro corner. Each move was precise, confident, and flawless. There was no hesitation, no sign of fear. It was a masterclass in control, a symphony of movement perfected through years of dedication. At 9:28 a.m., Alex Honnold pulled himself over the final ledge and stood on the summit of El Capitan. He had done it. He had achieved the impossible. The climbing world was left in stunned silence, then erupted in celebration. It was hailed as the moon landing of rock climbing, a moment that redefined the boundaries of human potential. The achievement wasn't just about the physical climb, it was about the power of the human spirit. It was a testament to dedication, meticulous preparation, and the ability to master one's own mind. Alex's journey shows us that with enough passion and discipline, we can pursue our own El Capitan, whatever that may be. His climb wasn't a death-defying stunt, it was a life-affirming act of ultimate focus and self-belief. Today, Alex Honnold continues to climb, but he has also embraced his role as an ambassador for the sport and an environmental advocate through his Honnold Foundation, which supports solar energy initiatives. He has proven that the quiet, shy kid from the climbing gym can not only conquer the world's most formidable rock face but also inspire millions of people around the globe. His story is a powerful reminder that the greatest walls we face are often the ones within our own minds, and with the right preparation, they too can be climbed. Thank you so much for watching. If you were inspired by Alex's incredible story,